Look at me for a second. You are sitting there praying, fasting, and begging God for a massive life breakthrough. But you're wondering why the heavens feel like brass. Let me tell you the raw truth you might not want to hear. God isn't withholding the blessing from you. You are withholding it from yourself right now. You are stuck because you are still tightly holding on to an old identity that He already paid the ultimate price to completely deliver you from. You are trying to step into a new, anointed territory while still thinking, speaking, and reacting like the broken, rejected person you used to be. God is completely ready to move in your life today, but He is patiently waiting for you to bury your past self first. Let's talk about why. It is one of the greatest tragedies in the walk of faith, being completely legally free in the spirit, but still mentally living inside a prison cell. When you surrendered your life to Christ, your spirit was instantly made new. The old ledger was wiped completely clean, and you were set free. But here is the real issue you are facing today. Your spirit left the land of bondage, but the mindset of bondage didn't leave your mind. You are still walking around daily wearing the invisible heavy clothes of your past trauma, answering to labels that God never gave you. You are still reacting out of the pain inflicted by your toxic ex, your critical parents, or the ghost of your worst failures. When God looks at you, He sees royalty. He sees a joint heir with Christ clothed in righteousness. But when you look at yourself, you see lack. You still see the girl who wasn't chosen, the girl who was abandoned. And sister, you cannot possess a land you don't believe you belong in. Why do we hold on to the things that broke us? Because your old identity, as painful as it was, is comfortable. It is highly predictable. You know exactly how to navigate life as a rejected person. You know how to build walls so people can't ever get too close to your heart. You know how to expect the absolute worst in every situation, so you're never caught off guard when things inevitably fall apart around you. But God's next season for you requires total vulnerability. It requires faith that steps out boldly into the deep without a safety net. It requires you to lay down your old defense mechanisms and trust His protection completely. You have to let your guard down with Him. You cannot build a monument to your past pain and expect it to serve as the foundation for your future purpose. It will collapse. To touch the brand new thing that God is doing in this hour, your hands must be completely empty of the old things you've been carrying. The enemy knows he can no longer stop your soul from going to heaven. So his secondary strategy is to make you ineffective here on earth. Every time you try to step up, start that business, write that book, or enter a healthy relationship, the enemy whispers, "Who do you think you are?" He tells you to remember where you came from, remember what you did, and instead of rebuking that voice, you agree with it and shrink back. Think about Mephibosheth from the Bible. He was royalty by blood, but because of an accident, he lived in a barren, forgotten place called Lodabar. When King David brought him to the palace and gave him a permanent seat at the king's table, Mephibosheth called himself a dead dog. He couldn't see his true royalty because he was consumed by his brokenness. Sister, how long will you sit at God's table calling yourself a dead dog? You are self-sabotaging the very breakthroughs you are fasting for, because your daily vocabulary is still tied directly to your history. You pray for abundance, but then you say, "People like me never get ahead." You pray for love, but say, "I'll probably just end up heartbroken again." You are using your own tongue to build a prison around the future God has prepared for you. Proverbs says death and life are in the power of the tongue. God is waiting to release the wealth and peace of your next season, but He will not pour new wine into an old, brittle, unyielding wineskin. It is officially time for a funeral. You cannot heal what you refuse to bury. Stop performing CPR on a version of yourself that belongs in the grave. Asterisk, you need to look at that old identity born out of your mistakes and say, "Thank you for helping me survive that season, but your time is officially up." You have to let that girl die. She is simply too weak to carry the weight of the immense glory that God is about to reveal through your life. As Galatians 2 verse 20 says, "I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me." This is your true reality. Think about the divine exchange on the cross. Isaiah 61 says He gives beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, and praise for heaviness. But a trade requires you to let go of what you currently have to receive what is being offered. If you hold on to ashes, you can't catch beauty. Your old identity is an insult to the immense price Jesus paid. He didn't hang naked on a cross just so you could live clothed in shame. Drop the rags. The transition between your old identity and your new one is found in the fire of daily discipline. You have to actively retrain your mind. To crawl back out of the grave, you must immediately arrest it and stand on the word. When your mind says you will fail just like last time, declare, "No, I am a new creation. The steps of a righteous woman are ordered by the Lord." Practice being who God says you are until it feels natural. It will feel uncomfortable at first, like wearing shoes too big, but keep walking. You are growing into the exact size of your anointing. And when you finally drop that old identity, the spiritual resistance in your life breaks. The heavens are no longer brass because your alignment is correct. God can now pour out resources because you won't use them to fund insecurities. He can give you influence because you no longer need human approval to feel validated. You become an incredibly dangerous weapon in His hands. The enemy has nothing left to blackmail you with. You know exactly who you are, whose you are, and what you have been authorized to do. And remember this, sister. Your identity shift isn't just about you. There is an entire generation of women whose freedom is tethered to your courage. When you allow the broken girl inside you to run your life, you deny the world access to the powerful woman of God He designed you to be. But when you step boldly into your royal identity, you create a permission slip for every hurting woman around you to do the same. Your healing is their map. So wash your face today, sister. Step completely out of Lodabar and take your designated, rightful seat at the King's table. Your next season is waiting. Leave that old girl in the dirt where she belongs. Step into your true, anointed identity and run directly into the glorious future He bought for you. Your time is right now. Move forward in absolute victory. Don't forget to check out the pinned comment below and share your declaration of freedom today.